Hello, everybody. It is Thursday, the 31st of October. Again, I want to talk about spiritual reality because it is a reality. Yeah? And we need to know that reality. We absolutely need to know, because I want to get to that in the end, because at the moment there's a real danger that people think they are having a spiritual experience, so that it means they have an experience on a different level other than the five senses, and they are not. It is an illusion that is produced by technology. I'll come to that in the end, because I think that might increasingly happen, and it's already happening to people. So we talk about spiritual reality, and that is again a knowledge of self, that you are not just a solid being, but that there are different levels to yourself. On those levels you can experience the same reality that you are in now in a different way. And you might become aware of energies that you are not aware of in the solid form, but they are there. Again, that is a reality. They are there, a reality that you're not aware of. But just because you don't know it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Whether it exists or not is not depending on your knowing. And in some way, those other realities can influence us without our knowing. In which case, we need to get to that level of awareness of ourselves. And that is, in the end, it is actually, and it has to be, a scientific knowledge. It's not airy-fairy. It's not fairy. We're not going into fairy tale land. We shouldn't. So, in a way, the knowledge of the Gnostics, the knowledge of the Hermetics, was an observation. Based on observation, again, they were the observer of what was happening, and the realization of goings on around them, and then leading to a knowing of what was actually there. But that was science. That was a science. That was scientific. And those that have occult knowledge now, again, they're not running around, they're out there interacting with demons. Again, you're in fairy tale land. You believe on the boogeyman. But that is all based on very scientific knowledge. Knowledge of another reality, as much as they know scientifically the solid reality. So that is the point where we need to get to. We need to take this out of fairy tale land and say it is real. And if it's real, it will operate within scientific laws. It's something that the Hermetics knew. That there are laws that operate on all the levels. Something we need to understand. We need to get to occult knowledge. Now, the first understanding is that everything is consciousness. That's the first Hermetic law. Everything is consciousness. And it's not, there are beings of energy out there. No, you are a being of energy. It's here. It's all around you. And you're not being deceived by the solid form. You just cannot think any further than that. But that's your fault. It's not the fault of the solid form. Solid form is just one level of experience. And it is truth, because everything is based on energy. And again, you're going out from here, out there, reality does not change. It has always been there. So that's the first thing we have to say, is it is real. And if we don't say that, we can't go any further. Where do you go from this is not real? So that's the first thing we have to say. This is real. The other layers of experience do exist. So, and then if we really see ourselves right now, right here, as beings of energy, yeah, not see yourself as a solid form, but say that there is another layer to yourself that you need to become aware of, that you need to start to understand how it works, what does it do, the same as you understand your solid body. Then we can see that as human beings, we are actually connected on an energetic level that is already a reality. Yeah, it's already happening. It doesn't take, miracles or whatever to make this happening. It's happening all the time. It was always here. So you have the connections, let's say, in family, friendship groups. That is a being-to-being connection. Yeah? And if you have like intuitive knowing of somebody that you are close to, something that's happening to them in a place where you are not, that is knowing on the energetic connections that are between us. Knowledge will travel on those connections. There are pathways there. Yeah, they're not obviously solid cables, but you could nearly look at it like that, I would say. You have lots of cables connecting to others. You're in a network. But that network is created through our interactions with each other, through creating closeness with one another, wanting to be close to one another, and then those connections will be built, and on those connections we will receive knowledge. Again, a reality that people experience in this world. It is real. And it's not somewhere else. It's here. Happening here and now. Now, there's one thing, and that is what is taught to you in the book, in the Bible, and they're clearly telling you what they're doing. Yeah? If God calls you, that is, if another consciousness wants to get in connection with you, and the same process is happening, yeah? You are creating an energetic connection with another consciousness. So if that consciousness, God, calls you, and again, there's a being there. Yeah, it's a being. It's not all. It's something specific that is calling you. Most likely with a specific intention. Something it wants you to do that will serve it. Anyway, so if God calls you, He will take you out of the connections that you are in, family, friendship groups. Yeah, they will disconnect you. They will take you away from your family into the wilderness, and then you're connected to it. That is an energetic happening. That is a spiritual happening. That is happening on a different layer of yourself, on a different level of yourself. But that's what they're doing. Which brings me, well, just closely to the afterlife. Yeah? And here comes where the likes, again, David Icke, I mean, can't get past that at the moment, and his blinking trap. When they say, oh, they see family, they see Jesus, why does a Muslim not see Jesus? Some see a technological realm, some see, well, other things. Okay, here's the thing. And they say it's all a trap. It's all the same. That's for starters. It's all the same. It's all a trap. It doesn't matter what you see. It's all a deception. No, it is an energetic reality. Yeah? And the fact that you are seeing different things means they are built on different energies. It is the energy that creates the picture. Yeah? Or the picture is according to the energy. So if you see different things, then now they're not all the same. They can't be. If you see different things, they are different from one another. Again, there's no discernment. There's no thinking about it. It's just whitewash. It's all a trap, and we shall go into infinity and beyond, which means you're going somewhere you don't know anything. Infinity, there is no definition. There's no point to which you're actually going. So where the hell are you going? Yeah? And is that wisdom? Right, let's stick to what we know, what we can reason. And let's stick with reason and understanding. Let's be scientific in some way or shape or form about this. So, if you say in this world you have built connections, you already know members of your family, friends, on a level other than the solid. And that's what's happening. You do know them on a greater level, on a different level. And then if you leave the body, that level stays with you. So if you see friends and family as you know them, you've known them here, you've already known them here on that level. You have built connections. Yeah? And then you know them there. But it starts here. That knowledge starts here. You're building that knowledge, you're building those connections. That will then carry on. And then really, if you are in this world, which again is just another realm, if you think about it, if you say, oh, there's all these different heavens, then you could say, well, Earth is just another heaven, it's just a different realm, amongst other realms. And what you do here is you build connections. That will then determine where you go afterwards. And then you can come from there to build new connections or to gain new knowledge or whatever it is you're doing here. Now, people see Jesus. They're going to this heaven of that God that has disconnected them from everything else, taken them out of the natural connections. Those are how life is naturally ordered in this world. This is how the connections should be built in this world. That is the web it should create in this world. But you've been taken out of that, out of the world, out of the natural world, into a different kind of connection. And then you're being given an image. And this is just it. You are being given an image. Jesus. And that is why Christians will see Jesus, because that is an expectation that has been drilled into them. An image that they were given, that they will expect to see. Different religions will give you a different image of what you would expect to see. But that is all it is. Whether the image and what you're being taught is contained in that image is actually the energetic truth. That's another thing. Because you see, you do not know from your own experience when it comes to religion. You've never met Jesus. You have never energetically interacted with Jesus. That is not grown out of a knowledge of experience, knowledge that is your knowledge. That is second-hand knowledge that's been given from somewhere else. And whether that is the truth, that's another thing. But if you build that connection here, energetically, again, you might be taken to an outcome, to a heaven, that is not quite what you thought it would be. That's what I talked about in the video before. So, yeah, there is a big difference. It is an energetic happening that creates an outcome after this life, in the afterlife. There's an understanding we must have of what it is we're doing when we're here that will create beyond. Again, you've been taken away from any understanding of this. Oh, get out of this world, it's nothing, it's an illusion, it's a trap, go into infinity and beyond. You've been taken away from the truth, from a knowledge of yourself. Yeah? This is not real. Oh, it is real. Every level of this is real. So, and then I really want to think about, why is this happening now? Yeah, why are we in this place, in this turmoil? In times of great tribulation, it usually happens in times of great tribulation, because that is when we reach out beyond the physical. Yeah, and again it says in the book, you're becoming a seeker. Yeah, seek and you shall find. Yeah, ask a question and the answer will be given. So, and then there's this energy here. Is this completely man-made? Again, is this a man-made change, spiritual change? Or are we given from somewhere else? Is there a cosmic energy that is given to that? I think quite possibly is. Yeah, that is enhancing what is happening, giving extra energy to what is happening. In which case we really have to hold on. Because we're in, and the more we ask, the more the energy will increase, then we're in for one hell of a ride. Again, we need to focus on what questions are we actually asking, what is it we need to know, what is it we need to understand. We need to understand ourselves. We need to have full awareness and understanding of all the layers of ourselves, to be beings that, out of knowledge, have freedom and self-determination. Otherwise we don't have it. So that's the last thing I want to talk about. And that is what might be happening in this world right now, where people think they are having a spiritual experience when they are not. And here's again another image is being given to us, an expectation of what to see. Yeah? And we are looking for it. So this image of these great beings of light, or there are great beings of light out there. Yeah? And they're also spiritual. And people start seeing them. Yeah? And they think they're having a spiritual experience. Again, that they have actually shifted their consciousness into another layer of themselves. And maybe they are still very much in their five senses. They just don't know it. And that's a deception. It's not real. Again, it's not a real spiritual experience. It's something that is artificially produced. And that is, if you talk about a being of light, a being of pure energy that you're seeing, that already exists in this world. It's called a hologram. Yeah? An image that is made out of pure energy. We have already been shown holographic images and what they can do in this world is quite amazing. Have we been shown the full extent of what their technology can actually produce? You know, they never show us exactly where they're at. They're always a lot further than what we are being shown. So they probably can create better images than even the ones that we were shown, which are amazing enough at times. So that image can be produced. And then you hear people say, yeah, but I felt their love. I felt, again, the technology to produce that already exists. Actually, there are channels out there that are flogging it. Get this little device to put into your home that will create a higher vibration. So you will feel better. They're already selling those devices to put in your home. Again, there is a way that you feel produced by a machine. And you're buying it and you're putting it in your home. And then you're sitting there howling about this is not real and, we're living in an illusion. Well, you just bought it and put it in your home. It's the same as Alexa, Oh, Alexa's giving me all wrong information into my brain. Well, you put the bloody device into your house, talking to you. Yeah, your Alexa is kind of influencing you on this level. You have got these vibration machines that influence you on the other level, and then you sit there howling that you're not in reality. Which is, think about it. Please, think about it. Think about what it is you're doing. Cause and effect. Yeah. So these things already exist. It can be done. They can give you an image and a feeling that is produced by a machine, and you are reacting as if it is reality. And that is why we absolutely need to learn what reality actually is. Spiritual reality. What that actually is. We need to be fully aware of what it is we are, what it is we're doing. We need to operate correctly in those different layers with an understanding of what it is we're doing. Because once we have that knowledge of ourselves, those machines cannot deceive us, because we will be able to tell the difference, whether it's truly coming from within ourselves, or if it is something that is produced by a machine outside of ourselves. See, that is why we absolutely need that knowledge, because we will be taken into a world of illusion, technologically produced illusion, and we will think we are on another plane of spirituality. Yeah. Honestly, they will make holographic images. They will beam vibrations that make you feel really good. And the New Agers will sit there and say, we've made it. We've evolved. We are on a new spiritual level of reality. No, you're not. No, you're not. But that is because you were never in any way, shape or form scientific about the whole thing. You were from the beginning in bloody fairyland. You did not bother to look at the old teachings and what the knowledge, solid knowledge about not solid things, about what that solid knowledge actually was. You did not learn. That's the thing. You did not learn. You were actually sitting there expecting that it would all be given to you. Oh yeah, and they will give you something. And you will think, oh yeah, I've evolved. I'm in a new reality. And it is not the truth. And I said to those that say, like, we are trapped in that there is a prime earth, which would be, again, prime earth is your true spiritual knowing. That is the prime earth. At the moment we only know it as solid. There's more to it, and we need to learn what that is, but it's coming from us, and that is the truth. That is spiritual truth. But if we don't start learning what it is we're doing, becoming fully aware of that other reality, know it as much as we know the solid, if we don't do the works to learn these things, first of all, actually, I have to say, though this is real, you need to accept yourself in all your everything that you are, because it's all playing a part in those other realities. Yeah? And then do the works to actually get there. Only then will we live in a real spiritual reality. But if you do none of the works, yeah, you're just sitting there, oh, there's people coming from the Pleiades, and I just have to sit here and be happy, 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 and it will all happen somehow. Yeah, and then they can show you an image and you think you actually will believe you're there. You're not. Right. So, I mean, there's so much hanging in there. I said knowledge of each other, understanding what we should actually do in this world, understanding how what we do in this world will affect the next. Yeah. What we can actually do in this world on those levels. There's so much in there. But it's not going to magically happen. And those that put the technology into the houses and then howl that they're somehow not in reality. Sorry. Cause and effect, darling. Look at what you're doing, what is producing the outcome. Anyway, here, folks, I leave it at that for today, and I talk to you again soon. Bye.